Welcome back, everybody, to episode 21 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Thank you very much for joining me today. And as you can see, we are in Minecraft Update version 1.14. And as you can see, the world looks very different now. So why don't we go ahead and take a look, shall we? So, this version of the game is much less laggy. I'm able to go around in complete circles with very little lag, which is something I have not been able to do for a very long time in Minecraft, without setting the settings to a very low level. Chunk loading is a little slower, though. As you can see, there are chunks out there that have still not loaded, like over there. There should be chunks loaded, but there are not. Hopefully they fix that soon. And just look at all of this. All of the textures, well, almost all of the textures in the game have been changed. That is just incredible. I've seen other texture packs where wheat looked like this, and I actually think it looks pretty good, to be honest. I like how I can see the carrots very easily. I can identify the beets very easily. I think the melons look a lot better, actually. Other people don't like the yellow, but I actually think it works well. Although it could be turned down maybe just a little bit, but I still think it looks good. Pumpkins look excellent. There's no longer the jack-o'-lantern face on them. That was removed in version 1.13, but they also updated the texture in this update. Some textures were not updated. Look at that, the wood looks so much different. Even oak doors. And that pressure plate blends in so well, too. Like, that was something that was hard to detect in prior updates. That was easy to detect, I should say. Everything looks a lot different. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to this texture pack, but I think I actually kind of like it. Yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. I like the furnaces. The anvil really stands out to me. Yeah, definitely. Look at the cactus. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely will take a little bit of getting used to, but I think I actually like the look of everything. Alright, so I wanted to head over to the village here, just to see how the villagers are doing and if they've updated their professions yet. Interesting. All of these villagers don't have any professions, they're the useless ones. If I right-click on him, he nods his head like that, like he doesn't know what to do. So I think what I'm going to have to do is give these guys some jobs. I'm going to have to come and make a few beds, and I'm going to have to make some workstations so these guys can actually get jobs, because as of right now, they don't have any jobs. It makes me wonder, though, if the librarians have lost their trades, because I remember I had one librarian who had a feather falling 4 trade. Oh, there's that nitwit. That guy's useless. They're all fighting for one bed. Yeah, I think there's some glitches that still need to be worked out in this update. Looks like we found the librarian. He's nodding his head like he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing, but I guess it's because he's missing his lectern. Yeah, it looks like he has the feather falling 4 and the projectile protection trades. It looks like every one of the villagers that I did not trade with had lost their trades. So there might be another librarian floating around here. But yeah, I definitely like that because I got to keep all the enchantments that I worked really hard to get with his trades. So let's go see if the villager breeder still works. So it appears to me, I've been sitting here for just a few minutes here, and I see them kind of producing hearts every now and then. Seems like the machine is kind of doing its job, although it may have changed. I'm going to have to update the system. But I saw hearts, and then I saw like broken hearts, so maybe the system is working, maybe it's not working. Won't be sure until I see a baby villager leave. But I'll look at this a little bit more later. I want to check out everything else in my base. Alright everybody, so I have gone ahead and collected all of the items I need to make a lasting village. So I've decided to go ahead and just place all of those items in here temporarily until I have enough buildings to have one building for each of these little village items. So let's go ahead and put down each of these. I'm going to put the composter outside. Put the lectern in here for my librarian. Have a stone cutter in here. And a grind wheel. Again, I'm going to make buildings for all these, so don't worry about it right now. I'm just going to have them in one spot. And then if the villagers want to work, they can just come in here to their little workstations. And then I need one more for the cauldron. Let's put that right there. I'll put the barrel right here for the fishermen. And the composters can go outside. It's really not a big deal where I put it. I'm just going to put it like right here, I guess, in the middle. Because I just want to have like a bunch of farmers so that I can use them for my other projects going forward. Alright, that looks good to me. So it looks like we got 2 librarians now. Oh, it looks like I start eating when I look at him. Yeah, we got 2 farmers up here. Awesome. You're the butcher. Okay, so it looks like that's all the villagers we have right now. If any more show up from the villager breeder over there, I'm sure we can find a profession for them. But yeah, I got my 2 librarians. You're the Frostwalker guy, and I saw the other one somewhere else. Or maybe I only have my 1 librarian and the other one disappeared, I'm not sure. But I'm happy I got the guy with the feather falling enchantment, so that's what matters. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Now you just chose your profession. You're the armorer. Sweet. So the smithing table made you an armorer. I see. So anyways, everything's working now as desired, I suppose. I'm going to put down 1 more here, and then I'm going to save a composter for the underground farming. Actually, I can just put 1 more down. Not really a big deal. I have 4 composters, so you can have 4 farmers. Anyways, the more farmers the better, because I want to take one of them and put them in the underground farming area. So anyways, looks like the village is up to date now. Everyone except for the stupid nitwit here has a job. This guy is literally useless. He does nothing. He's just so useless. Okay, anyways, let's move on to the next activity here. Welcome back, everybody. So what was for you just a few milliseconds was for me a few days. Unfortunately, I had to move back home. I'm no longer at school now. So in that process, I was not able to record any Minecraft Let's Play content. But I was, however, able to work on this automatic villager farm a little bit on my own here. And so I've come up with a design here that I'd like to show you guys. So for the wheat and beetroot portion of the farm, the idea is the same. Basically, you fill the villager's inventory with a bunch of seeds, and then they try to harvest the crops, and they plant the seeds, but because their inventory is full, they can't pick up the wheat and some of the extra seeds on the ground. And then I have a hopper minecart on a timer here that automatically picks up all of the items and returns them to this chest right here. And then I can send my storage minecart to this chest and pick up all the items on my chest minecart that is used for automatic storage. Carrots and potatoes are a different story. Because carrots and potatoes are the same item that you use to plant the crops, you can't really use this technique here because you can't fill their inventory with seeds. The seed is indeed the food. So the trick I use here is what they call, it's like a trick where you make the block too dark. Basically, you can't plant carrots on that block right there because it's too dark. But villagers can plant the crop on that item, on that farmland right there. When the villager tries to plant it there, this observer right here updates the block. The item, the carrot, realizes it's in an invalid state and it breaks itself. The reason why that you hear the villagers planting them in short little bursts like that is because they try to plant the carrots repeatedly over and over again in little bursts of 3 or 4. And as you can see, the items break themselves every single time, and they get picked up by the hopper minecart down here below. As you can see here, I can just hook this directly into my automatic storage system using just hoppers and a storage minecart here. So, if you're curious how to make this for yourself, I suggest you take a look in the description. I have a link to a YouTube video that I used to come up with this design. But one of the things you just have to make sure when you're planting your crops is that the light level of the carrots is less than 7. It's greater than 7, and then for the blocks you want to break, it is at 7 or less. So the block I'm inside of right now is block light level 7, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner there, under next to client light there. And if I go over here to this block, it's light level 8. So I can't plant carrots in light level 7, but I can plant carrots in light level 8, and the same thing for potatoes and other crops. Note that if it's in light level 8, the item will not grow. So you might want to make sure that the crops can at least grow in those lower light levels. And it's not really a big deal for this farm because I have so many villagers and I have so many blocks that crops can be planted on that it's not, I mean, you can do it if you want to maximize your drops, but there's enough villagers here where they will automatically pick up the carrots and plant them faster than you'll need to. In fact, this system is about as fast as you really need it to go. I've been running it for about 5 minutes and I have this many carrots, which you'll see here in the storage minecart. This is just 5 or 10 minutes of working. As you can see, that's a lot of carrots, and I don't think I need that many carrots that fast unless I'm doing a lot of trading with the villagers. Anyways, that's how this whole system works. If you're curious about, if you want to see more for yourself, I suggest take a look at the YouTube video. And if you're wondering, no, monsters cannot spawn on farmland. They can spawn on regular blocks, as you can see here, but they cannot spawn on farmland because it's not a full block. So, anyways, that kind of explains what I'm going to be doing here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into the Minecraft Let's Play world. So I've been working here on the villager breeding area here, and I went ahead and farmed up 7 stacks of potatoes, and I gave it to the greedy villager, filled up his inventory, and then the leftover potatoes were given to the other villager, who was able to finally get enough food to produce a baby villager, as you can see here. So I'm going to keep this trapdoor right here in the closed position until the baby villagers grow up. Ideally you would have 6 villagers inside of here, and then you can remove the trapdoor and then let the baby villagers fall through. So I'm going to let that baby villager grow up, and then when he grows up, he's going to breed with them, and they're going to share food with him as well. And then eventually, we're going to get 6 villagers in there. But I'm going to need to make some more potatoes and throw that at them if I'm going to get enough villagers to do that. So, anyways, I'm not going to bore you with the details, but just know that this is how I'm getting all the villagers I need for this big project. So, without further ado, I'll take care of all the villagers, and then I'll get started on building the actual farms down in the man cave. I'll see you guys there in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. So, some more time has passed since the last recording you guys just saw, a couple days actually, and in that period of time, I actually upgraded my computer. So before I was rocking an A8 AMD APU, which is kind of like a 5 to 6 year old APU. It's not even a central processing unit. It's designed for like rendering graphics. Anyways, it was really old and it's kind of pointless to use that. So I went ahead and forked over the money, got a Ryzen 7, one of the newer models, and as you can see, I am at a stable 60 FPS pretty much the entire time. So it's definitely a completely different world. It's almost like playing a different game. But still got the same graphics card. I don't really need anything better than a 750 to play Minecraft. But definitely is nice to have a good 8-core processor to help me out here. But anyways, I went ahead and took care of all of the farms here. As you can see, everything is complete. All the automatic sorting is being taken care of. Everything is being sorted and taken care of. The villagers are harvesting the crops and they're planting them. Everything is working nicely. So as you can see, these villagers actually bred and made a baby, so I went ahead and put another composter in there. And if these guys do the same thing, I have another one right there for symmetry's sake. So yeah, everything's working nicely. Let me go ahead and show you what's underneath. So as you can see, I had to add a new little tunnel with a railway here, so everything is as it was before up to the netherwort farm. But then after the netherwort farm has been depleted, the hopper minecart will follow this track, or sorry, the storage minecart will follow this track. And it'll go over here to this area. This is the collection area I was telling you about. And every 5 minutes, this hopper, Ethonian hopper clock is what the official term, will trigger that hopper minecart that you just saw, and it'll send it around and collect the drops from the villagers, and they'll all collect into this hopper right here. And then the storage minecart will come by every 20 minutes or so and pick up all the items from here. When it's done with that, it'll go over here and collect the potatoes from those villagers and the carrots from those villagers over there. And when it's done, it'll just come back the way it came, going this way, and then cook right back into the cactus farm. So everything is working normally. I tested everything. I had to use this little trick with the detector rails to get the minecart rails to work perfectly, but it's really pretty simple redstone. All it does is just trigger the rails to activate or deactivate when needed, and then when they come back, it just uses the southwest rule to go the direction of travel, the desired direction of travel right here. As you can see, that's all emptied out, and all the items are right here. So anyways, when everything is collected, it just goes up here to the sorting area, where it's automatically sorted and added to the super silo storage system here. So I added some things here for wheat, beetroot right there, and then over here I have my carrots and potatoes. So here is the potatoes, and here is the melons. I also added melons to the pumpkin farm, and I believe the carrots are around here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. And then over here, as you know, wheat and beetroot drop seeds, but I don't need seeds, so what I do is I just sort them out separately. I also have one right here for bread, because occasionally the villager that harvests the wheat makes bread and gives it to the one across from it. I think the reason why the villager is doing that is because his inventory is not completely full of seeds. But that's not really a big deal, because as long as his inventory is mostly full, I'm still going to get wheat drops from him. But just because for that reason, I'm occasionally going to get bread, so I have to sort that out. And I'm actually not storing these items. What I'm actually doing is piping them all into this composter right here, and I'm getting bone meal. And as you can see, this has been running for like an hour or two, and I already have that much bone meal. So it's definitely a cool little byproduct, and whenever I need to empty it, I just break that block right there and pick up the items. So everything is working very nicely. So anyways, the automatic farming is working as it should be, and anything that's left over goes into that chest as you remember before. And everything is working nicely, so I think that'll pretty much do it for this area here. Let's go ahead and see what's left on the docket and maybe end the episode here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, but before I continue with that, I just want to do some announcements really quick. So, I know it's been a long time since I've posted an episode onto my channel. It's been about a month, and I just kind of wanted to tell you guys what's been going on with the channel. I'm not planning on stopping. I have no plans of doing that. It's just, I just graduated from college, and I'm kind of getting my life sorted out here, and it's kind of hard because I have to pack up all my stuff, and I have to, move and figure out my job situation, and it's all kind of challenging. But right now I'm on summer break, so I'll definitely have much more time to record and edit videos, so you'll probably see a lot more of that. But yeah, I apologize for that big delay. It was about a month long. I really have no other excuses besides just life was catching up with me, but I'll try to keep it as regular as possible. Another thing I wanted to announce is that the Minecraft forum is actually closing down. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Minecraft forum has kind of been like the center for the Minecraft community ever since the Java edition was put publicly available to users. I think around early alpha days it was created, and then it kind of changed hands to different companies. But anyways, long story short, it was the way that people talked to each other and communicated before Reddit really became a big thing. Reddit is still a big place for the Minecraft community, don't get me wrong, and I think that'll continue to be a thing for a long time to come. But the Minecraft forum is nice because you can really create nice big forum posts with pictures. A lot of people who are modders used it for a long time. A lot of people who wanted to make announcements to the community or make suggestions for the game had their own little forum threads that you could respond to. It was really nice. But unfortunately, the Minecraft forum is going into what they call an archive mode, so you can look at old posts, but you can't create any new ones, which is really disappointing, because the Minecraft forum has just kind of been like the central place for all the Minecraft community. So, but you guys just need to know that, especially for those of you who are not Java players. But I think a lot of the Bedrock people tend to use Reddit just because it's less focused towards Java. But I just wanted to make that announcement as well. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say, but definitely expect more videos to come in the future. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments. Let me know if there are things I can do to improve my videos. I'm trying to look at things online to try to get ideas for how I can make the videos better, so definitely leave your comments in the comments section. Also remember to like this video if you did, and leave a dislike if you didn't like it, and let me know in the comments why you didn't like the video. I'm always looking for definitely some constructive criticism on these videos, and I definitely appreciate that you guys watch this video all the way to the very end. So remember to subscribe as well. The more subscribers I get, the more determined I'll be to make better videos, so just keep that in mind too. Anyway, so without further ado, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take it easy.